So my question is, are they trying to ice out Ebony K. Williams from the Real Housewives of New York? Is that what's happening here? Is that what is happening up in this good jamboree? We are about to discuss what then happened down to the book release launch for this book, Not All Diamonds and Rose. Let me tell you something. This book is turning into the burn book of the year, baby, for these Real Housewives and all the shenanigans that are going on in around this book release. In the book, it's just so much drama. And now we got to talk about how it may have impacted Ebony K. Williams on the Real Housewives of New York. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it right after this. What's going on, Skye Squad? We are back in the building. It's your boy, DJRichieSkye, and we are going to be talking about some Housewives news today, baby. Reality TV is what we do on this channel. We love it. We are obsessed with it. We like to chat about the shows, what's going on social media. We do commentary on the news that's popping and recaps of the episodes, baby. If you are in the chatterization right now, go ahead and drop that location down into that chatterization so we can highlight a couple of people and where they're watching from. I see Alabama is in the building. Welcome back, boo. Jersey is in after. Whoa. Southeast DC down the street. Austin, Texas. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising, DC. Detroit is in the building. Titusville, Florida. What else we got? What else y'all watching from? Alabama is all over the place, baby. Oh. I saw a Nigeria up in here. We got the Bronx in the building. Greenbelt, Maryland. Rome is in the building today, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Be more, hey, boo. St. Kitts, Stafford, Virginia, Jersey. Hey. Los Angeles, baby. Let me tell y'all something. I just put out part 2 to the Los Angeles vlog. If you ain't caught up into it yet, it'll come out at, what time will it? It'll come out at about 1:45 or 2 p.m. on the personal channel. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that and find out exactly how I was bamboozled down to the Los Angeles. Oh yes, indeed. It was quite a story. So that is quite a fun vlog. Who else we got in here? Delaware. I see y'all. St. Louis, Bermuda. Y'all, you right. Y'all in the building. Iceland, I see you. Y'all ready to get into this thing? Let's go ahead and get into this jamboree. All right. Now, hey, thank you, boo. Thank you. Hey, Los Angeles, baby. Let me tell you something. I got gooped by the Vouv Clicquot and the Delta Airlines down to the Los Angeles. Let me tell you something. 1:45, y'all. 1:45. So, first things first. Let's talk about what's happening with Ebony K. Williams on the Real Housewives of New York City. Now, you guys may recall that New York didn't even get a reunion this season, okay? They didn't get a reunion this season because, let's face it, the ratings was just dismal for this season. It was a very hard season to watch. I think that there are a variety of factors that are contributing to that. Number one, you only have 5 cast members, all right? You need, for that show, you need about 7 to 8. You only had, Dorinda was gone, okay? So, I mean, what are we doing here without Dorinda? We don't know. They didn't know. So nobody knew what to do, all right? They were filming in the midst of the panorama. So, you know, New York had was one of the places with the most strict lockdowns of the country. So really wasn't a lot they could do. All right. They added my girl Bershawn halfway through the season. So it was just a lot of shenanigans going on. And there was some discomfort with, I think the cast members who were there in particular with regards to, race coming up, and really diving into, what it means to be a Black woman in the midst of a group of traditionally white women, but also how those women respond to each other as a result of that, right? So now, we didn't get a reunion because I feel like this topics were going to be a little bit too hot button and too sensitive. And so they just said, you know what? We ain't going to do it. But now, okay. And listen, let me jump back on the screen real quick. I think what they needed to recognize was it's really the women that were involved that weren't able to have those types of discussions. When you have somebody like a Ramona who, whether you love her or you don't, she is really kind of unable to have those types of sensitive conversations that need to be had. Conversely, you can head on down to the Beverly Hills where Kyle and Garcelle can have a very direct conversation about race, and Kyle will sit there and listen, take it in, and both of them walk away for the better, and their relationship is better as a result. Okay, two totally different situations. You have a Ramona who just can't take listening to nobody else. Sometimes when she gets into her I'm on this show and this is about me mode. Anyway, that's not what this is about. I'm going down the rabbit hole because we can I could go on too. I could teach a lecture on how bad this season was and why. But I'm not going to do that today. We're going to get to the news. So this is basically what happened. Y'all know that book that came out. We talked about this at length for the past 2 days. Not All Diamonds and Rose. All right. This book is causing some chaos. Okay. It's causing chaos. And it was at this event the launch event, that this incident occurred. So allegedly, and I'm gonna let me put this on the screen because you got to put things on the screen these days. Allegedly, this is what happened. Now, when Ebony K. Williams showed up to the event, they are saying, who's reporting it? Page 6 is just one of the many outlets that are reporting that Leah, Ramona, and Luann allegedly had a pact to leave the party when Ebony K. Williams arrived. Okay. Now, the insider says, yeah, they had a pact that as soon as Ebony showed up, they would leave. And when Ebony entered from the right, they all were on the left and exited. They fled as soon as she walked in. Now, apparently this is as a result from the infighting that's still going on, because apparently they blame her for the ratings decline for season 13. Okay. Now, I just gave y'all a whole litany of reasons why those ratings was down. Okay. For those of you guys who watched the show. Devontae says, happy Friday, DJ Richie Skye. The joy I have watching your lives is absolutely unmatched. Have the most amazing weekend. Thank you so much, Devontae. We appreciate you. Okay. We appreciate you. Now, let me say this. Granted, there is some, I believe, I can understand that those women might have been uncomfortable by the conversations that needed to be had on that show. But had they leaned into those conversations instead of leaning out, okay, then those conversations definitely would have been productive, and it would have been such a nice moment for the audience to watch. But because those conversations continuously went down just off the rails, it was so hard to watch the women trying to fight the fact that it's time to have these conversations. Okay. Now, what's shocking here in this report is that they are saying that it was also Leah, who was also a staunch ally of Ebony during the season, that was also a part of this walkout. Now, Leah, if you don't know, she is pictured in the center here with the ponytail, and she was actually the person who, brought Ebony onto the show. Every time there's a new character on, somebody got to bring them in. You know what I'm saying? They got to bring them in, bring them all in. Hey, she this is my friend, y'all. Let me introduce you. Okay. Knowing good and well, sometimes these people don't be friends. We just need a way to get them in, right? Now, I don't know if they were friends or not, but what the report is saying is that Leah was also a part of this, which is definitely disappointing to me. It's disappointing to me because that was Ebony's, Ace Boon Coon on the show. So is she trying to blame her as well for the ratings decline? I think not. You won't do that. No. There are lots of contributing factors to the ratings decline for the Real Housewives of New York. But let me tell you something. You're not going to place that solely on Ebony K. Williams' back. And Kiki is saying something that is basically the truth. Real Housewives of New York has been on a slight decline. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, okay? And I know y'all not going to want to hear it. The season after Carol left, I think it just became a little bit repetitive. Now, also, you have to note that you didn't have a Bethany Frankel on that show either, as well as a Dorinda. Now, I believe that after Bethany left, which according to the book, they are saying that she left because she asked Bravo for more money and they didn't want to give it to her. And she asked for one other thing and the network would not budge. Now, they wouldn't say in the book, allegedly, and I got to go back and read this, but they didn't say in the book what that one thing was that she wanted. But in my mind, I'm speculating here, she probably wanted producer credit or production rights or editing rights or some type of thing like that, and probably to only film a couple of days a week. And the producer said in the book that if the network had given in to those demands, it would have set a bad precedent for the season and the show in general, for all the franchises, okay? So that's a little bit of extra tea right there. And again, right, Kiki, facts. I honestly feel like Carol and Bethany, along with Dorinda, were the glue and true entertainers. And you are correct. Definitely, Dorinda and Bethany were key players on New York. And when you lose those key players, you lose a lot. And you got to have star power. And it can't just be the one star. It's got to be several, personalities. And I'm going to tell you the truth. The trifecta of watching Luann, Ramona, and Sonia continuously, specifically with Sonia just getting, wasted. It's old. It is old. And you cannot rely on those antics to keep us entertained and tuned in. You just cannot. Okay? You just cannot. So they got to do a whole lot of, shaking going on. And they need to get some more cast members ASAP. And that's the thing. And my other thought was this. They better leave Ebony alone. Okay? They better leave Ebony alone. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to move into our number 2 topic? Let's move into our number 2 topic. And this comes from a combination of Radar Online and The Sun. Okay? So, as you guys know, they have been filling the Wendy Williams show with guests and whatnot. And I'm not mad at that because I understand they got to keep the train moving, right? Advertisers going to want to get their money. Okay. They're going to want to get their money's worth. And in order to do that, somebody's got to be sitting in a chair. Okay. They may not be sitting in Wendy's purple chair, but they got to be sitting in a chair. And somebody got to be talking. And somebody got to be talking hot topics. And so the show got to go on, whether Wendy there or not. Now, as for Wendy, again, we wish her the best and we want her to get well because we want mama back. We do. But this could be the reason why it is that the seats may be a little scarce these days. It may be harder to fill these seats. Okay. Because we want Mama Wendy back. That's what we want. I want Mama Wendy back lighting up a Slim Jim. That's what I want that's what I need to see. You know, I ain't even, to be quite honest with you. Y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know, truth be told, I ain't even watched it this week. How about that? That's how not excited I am to see this. Let me tell you something. I watches my Wendy daily when she's on, because I can just watch the clips on YouTube. I ain't got to watch it on TV. I watch it on YouTube. When they put them clips out, that's when I watches it. Now, I ain't been in no rush to head on over to the Wendy Williams channel to watch it, and it ain't no shade to none of them. You know, I hear that Bevy is doing well. I hear that Leah Remini is doing well. You know, I don't know, because I ain't in no rush to get on over there and watch it. Okay? And I'm not a hater. It's just that I want what I want. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want a nice cold Pepsi Cola, okay, and somebody come around here with a Dr. Pepper, what am I gonna do with that? I ain't gonna drink that. You don't bring me a Pepsi over here right this instant, I'm not satisfied. Okay? It's like when you think you about to drink, you know, some type of flavored, you know, a carbonated beverage, and it turned out to be seltzer water. You're gonna spit it out, because you want what you want. And that's how I feel about this whole situation with Wendy. But let me go ahead and tell you what they say, okay? Now, the source close to production, okay, is saying that allegedly, again, the producers behind the Wendy Williams show are being forced to bribe audience members to fill seats. Not the bribe, okay? Not the bribery of it all. Not the bribery. Let's get into it. They say that the Sun, apparently a production source spoke to the Sun, and they revealed that the show is struggling to keep the crowd full. All right. The insider said Wendy's show lives off the energy from the audience, and without it, it doesn't work. Unless they start adding in a laugh track or something like that. Okay. Allegedly, during the show on this past Monday, the show with Bevy and Michael Yo, the producers strategically placed the few people that they were able to get inside. Apparently, somebody who attended the taping said that the waiting room was quiet and everybody was chatting about how the staff seemed defeated. Now, the Sun says that the producers were not above trying out bribes to get the audience members to come back for another taping. They handed out gift bags to anyone who agreed to attend another taping later on in the day. Now, it's not looking too good, y'all. It's not looking too good, because, again, when I want Pepsi, don't give me no Dr. Pepper. All right? The people want to see Wendy. They want Wendy back on the air. And that's that. And I understand that the producers may be, you know, willing to say, hey, I'm going to give you this gift bag, but you got to stay for both of the tapings, okay? Whether you got time or not. Go ahead and stay. I got something for you. You want these almonds? You want some almonds? You want these almonds? Stay in that seat. You better stay in them seats if you want these almonds. They look good, don't they? You want these almonds? You better stay in that seat. I don't know what to say about it, y'all. I'm gonna try to watch it today. When we get off the live, I'm gonna actually commit to watching it, and I'm gonna see for myself whether or not it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. We might as well. We might as well do that, right? Y'all ready to move on to topic number 3? I don't know why it is that I like doing 3 topics. It just kind of just feels natural to me. I feel like, you know, I don't know. It just feels good. Anyway, So there was something that occurred on Sunday night's episode of Watch What Happens Live with Dr. Wendy Asefo. Okay. Now, I did not, and I watched the episode, but I did not catch this little moment right here. And y'all let me know in the chatterization if you caught this moment right here. Because I did not. And if I did, I would have ooh, well, thank you, boo. That's some good advice. Okay, so if you did catch it, then you probably would have caught this little bit right here. Now, the headline reads, Dr. Wendy Asefo shares what fans may not know about the Real Housewives of Potomac couples trip. And I just found this interesting and I wanted to bring it to y'all because I wanted to ask you what you would do. Basically, what Wendy says in this clip is this. She says, the question was, what would you have done if Juan had actually came on the couple's trip? So, exactly. Wendy said in this clip that what we did not see and what we may not have really noticed was the fact that that little room was kind of an ante-room that Robin and Gizelle were in, meaning it was a room outside of a bigger room. So when Robin and Gizelle walked into the bedroom with the two twin beds, that was actually an ante-room. And it was a master bedroom in the back of that room through the door. So Robin and Gizelle making a Robin and Gizelle making a big stink about being in this tiny room with those two cots when there was actually a master bedroom on the other side of the door in that room. Right, they played us. They played us. They played us. So Wendy was like, they were making a bunch of commotion about nothing. Now, she said this, there was still no bathroom. So I'm still understanding of why Robin would need a bathroom. I am, because if she's saying that she was on her monthly, I feel like that might warrant her to need a little bit more privacy. And Gizelle, if the bathroom was, down the stairs and over the river and through the woods, she might not have the best time making it with the boot on the foot. But Wendy did let us know that there was a master bedroom that they could have had access to, or they could have just used it, or if Juan would have come. But we all know Juan wasn't coming. Right. So it still would have been a problem, right? It still would have been a problem even if that was a room. But I wanted to let you guys know this because it was something that I didn't peep in the episode, because I was thinking to myself, I was totally listen, I understood where Wendy was coming from, like y'all should have got here, but I also understood Robin and Gizelle's stance that, listen, we need our own, as grown folks, we ain't trying to room with the people no more, right? Angelique says, just because you wake me up to push through on Friday, I need more messy Twitter housewives. Yeah. Thanks, Angelique. Thank you for the super chat. We are grown. Okay. We is the grown at this point. And I don't want to be sharing a room with nobody on a trip that's not the person I'm talking to, dating, in a relationship with, or whatever the case may be, right? But no, the master bedroom didn't have a bathroom. But I just wanted to let y'all know that, because when we dissect these shows, when I'm making my notes and things like that, I'm really coming from, let me analyze every little bit of this that I can, muster and find out, um I'm reading your comments and I'm not gonna put them on the screen right now because y'all are a mess. Y'all are a mess. Okay. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm not trying to really, as best as possible. I would prefer not to, share another room with somebody else. And if I had to, though, it would be okay. It would be like my BFF. I would do it with my BFF. I would share a room with my BFF. So that is fine. But on the real, I mean, I don't know. They did need a bathroom. If nothing else, the ladies did need a bathroom. I will say that, and y'all know how I feel about them at times. But I am going to give them the grace of saying that they deserve a bathroom. Everybody deserves a bathroom. You know what I mean? But that was just a little something that I thought was interesting, and I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention. There are other news stories out that I could have been talking about today. I know that there's photos of let me pull it up. Hold on one second, y'all. It's coming. Like this little moment right here. With Candy and Portia and Shamia all hanging out at the game. Things that I hadn't really had a chance to talk about. But there was not really much to that story outside of just the novelty of the three of them hanging out, and it's kind of nice to see. So, but at the end of the day, Portia not on the show no more, so I don't think it matters no more. Also, we didn't get a chance to wish or congratulate, Fallon and Jalen on their engagement. Hadn't had a chance to talk about that, but those are some things that I hadn't had a chance to cover as well because, Atlanta isn't on right now. So unless it's really, really major, I don't really cover it. But I did want to acknowledge these two things. The Fallon thing, congrats to her and Jalen, as well as I thought this moment was really nice to see between these three. Shamar says, GEB said they weren't coming. Oh, the Green Eye Bandit said they weren't coming, but realized they wouldn't get paid if they missed a cash trip. But we all know production would be responsible at the end of the day. Somebody would have gotten that room. Okay. Boom. Boom. Thank you for that super chat, Shamar. And thank you, Music216, for the super chat as well. No, I mean, they are posted up on Portia's page and on Shamia's page as well. So, I mean, they, it looks like the door is open. I like to see it. I like to see it. That's all the news that we got for y'all today, y'all. It's Friday. I hope you got paid. If you did not, I hope you get paid next Friday. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm not sure if I'll be live tomorrow. I have to go to visit some friends out of town. Not too far, just about 2 hours down the street. So I may or may not do a video tomorrow. I might, because I feel like I deserve a day off. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard. Okay. So unless something interesting or crazy pops off tonight, then we'll talk about it maybe bright and early tomorrow or whatever like that. But otherwise, I will definitely be back either Sunday or Monday. I will put that on my personal channel. Thanks, boo. So happy Friday, y'all. Enjoy yourselves today. Go tell somebody you love them. Thank you so much. And y'all know what? We will see you guys in the next video.